rich words of comfort. Sinner just hides her eyes. Policeman taps the shades and sell a Chevy 69. How bizarre.
And the podcast has started.
Welcome back.
The podcast has...
Hold on, you're not allowed to talk. We have to introduce you.
Oh my
we
bad.
gotta introduce you
you
guys.
gotta introduce me.
Hi guys, we're back. We've been
Yes.
gone for a little while.
My name's David.
And I'm Joe, and we're back because we were both gone on on
Hiatus.
trips. We were both on trips.
Both
I was
on
in
trips.
the Dominican Republic, and you were in Japan.
Japan.
Bam. Today we have two guests. We have the great Evan Malcolm.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, Evan.
Hello.
And we have Nathalie Guerra.
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 Okay. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello there.
Natalie is from the Dominican Republic, where we were just. Me and Evan went there.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good time.
So much fun.
So much fun.
Wow.
We love you guys
Yeah.
down there.
Love chicken.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are great. All right. Yeah. David went to Japan. How was Japan, Dave?
Japan
Give everyone a rundown.
was great. The rundown was that the food was incredible, that the people were super nice and awesome, even though I didn't understand a word they said. And
They were probably like, "I hate this kid."
probably, yeah. And
kid's got
we did a lot of
weird
driving
hair.
through like the countryside and the mountains and the beach, and it was amazing. It was all really
I didn't
beautiful.
ever think about
Are
a
there large? Are
beach
there
in Japan.
Are there like big mountains, or is it like? Were you in like a very rocky area?
Yeah, they're pretty big. I mean, they're not as high sea level, obviously, because it's an island and it's already
Yeah.
right there. But it's so cool seeing the huge mountain next to the ocean.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Did you learn something about the culture or something?
Did I learn something?
Yes.
Sayonara.
What
Yes.
did you learn about the culture here, David? Please enlighten us.
Like
A lot of different things that you just.
Be specific, Bob.
Dude, Evan's way better at this than you are, David. He's got
Well,
questions.
I just know that everything I have to say is not very entertaining for a podcast.
I'm usurping.
All right, so we all went
This is the
to
mutiny.
Philadelphia today.
yes.
It was a good time.
It was great.
Evan, have you ever been? You've been to Philly. All of
been
us
to
have been to
Philly.
Philly. It was Natalie's
Except-
first time though.
Yeah, except for me.
It was fun.
So good, yeah.
We went
Natalie,
to
what was your favorite part?
My favorite part was...
David's looking all swag like he just
I just derailed
because he
Joe.
just got a question. He just asked
I finally got a word in.
first question ever for David. Good job, Dave.
Well, Dave, I love your question. The heck?
Thank you,
The
Natalie.
The part that I love most, apart from you guys,
Aw.
Okay,
Thank
no.
you so much.
was, I don't know, the thing in the walls, painting, not painting.
I love
The
walls.
Magic
They are
Kingdom.
something
The
that
magic. Was it Magic Kingdom?
No, Magic Garden, something like
Magic
that.
Garden.
Yeah.
We didn't
you
actually
are
go
so
in, but we walked around the walls of it.
It was quite the opposite of a garden.
It
was-
was. Well, no.
Well,
no,
it might be a
no,
garden.
on
What's
the
the
inside,
definition of
there's,
garden?
Like, there's like trees and stuff made of bottles.
Oh.
And
We were-
trash.
They were more like persons made of.
The definition of garden
More than,
is a
like-
piece of ground often near a house used for growing flowers, fruit, or vegetables. So
I
technically,
think it
So
wasn't a
it's
garden.
not really
No,
a
it's
garden.
not like.
necessarily really
It's
a
not literally a
garden.
but it's pretty fantastic. And
So, yeah.
your listeners should check it out if you're ever in Philly.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
It's
We also
kind of,
went-
eye-opening, I'd say.
It was pretty eye-opening.
Have we said what it is?
Yeah. It's like a modern art museum kind of in the streets.
Evan, I'm gonna fix your mic real fast.
Okay,
Something's
okay.
going on.
Behind the scenes of the podcast, Joe is now lifting up the little microphone. And now he's taking on and off the.
All right, Evan, let's
Hello,
hear it. Check.
Testing 1 2 3.
There
check.
you go.
I'm
Now-
back.
All right, he's
We
back
were talking
now.
about the Magic Gardens. I
Talking about the
believe.
Magic Gardens.
Is it Magic Gardens?
The Magic Gardens was the
Magic
name of
Gardens.
it. Yeah, it's just a bunch of like mirrors and scrap metal put together to make cool
Yeah,
things.
It's
Which
like a
were
modern
really
art
cool.
thing where it's
Yeah.
like sculptures made out of trash, and it's.
Yeah, it was
It
cool.
doesn't sound good, but it was great to see.
It's basically just a dump.
piles of trash.
It was cool though.
People lined up.
We also went to Jim's Steaks. Really good
So good.
cheesesteaks.
Delicious.
Oh yeah,
Delicious.
that's
I love Philly
true.
cheesesteaks.
And it was
Philly
so big.
cheesesteaks and New York pizza are both hard foods to beat.
And Chicago
They're really
pizza.
good.
That is well.
Chicago pizza.
Chicago.
is so
Chicago
You haven't
deep
had
dish.
good Chicago deep dish.
As was
Yeah.
said today,
Yeah.
you
The
gotta
one I
be in
had
the
was-
mood for the deep dish pizza. New York pizza, you can eat it whenever. You're like, you know what? I want some pizza, New York style. Chicago deep dish, you gotta be like, I want some hearty.
Yeah,
some
but
hearty meals.
No,
right
I
now.
tried one that it was like really different because it looks like a soap of pizza. And
Soap.
yeah, it looked like because it was like I don't know, it was
Soap?
different.
You can just wash
You know
your
what
whole body with
soap
pizza.
is, right?
Yeah. No, wait. Soup.
Soup. There we go.
Soup.
I was like,
Soap. I don't think it was soap.
it looks like soap.
I washed myself with the pizza.
Thank you.
I ran out of soap because we don't have soap where I am from, so I just use the pizza.
Thank
The
you.
Chicago deep dish.
Sorry there, David.
Like
It's okay.
a soup, I meant
Just,
a
on
soup
record
because
now
it was
of
like
you stealing my
round and all the
I
stuff
didn't
and
know.
Everyone knows.
bread and all the stuff. Sorry.
I don't like the Liberty Bell. It's so boring.
It
I
And the
think
line
it's a
was like
great-
an hour and a half long.
You know, I think it's a great hallmark of American
right.
folklore.
It's
I
time
agree.
to- it's time to
Folklore.
see.
What are
You
you
know,
talking about?
Folklore.
It actually happened, Evan.
It did.
History class is real.
We
Evan's like,
wasted
"Oh,
10 minutes because Evan wanted to see the.
Evan's like, haven't you heard the
Countdown.
fairy tale of George Washington and Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah, dude. He had a flying carpet and a genie.
And Abraham Lincoln could shoot
He was a
lightning
va-
out of
he
his
was a
hands.
vampire hunter.
Yeah, he could shoot lightning. No, Abraham Lincoln was a vampire hunter.
Abraham
Benjamin
Lincoln.
Franklin was the
Lightning.
sorcerer.
I zoned out for 10 seconds. How are we talking about this?
The Liberty Bell is folklore.
David, this is David's
Oh,
problem.
okay.
David sits on his phone the
That's
entire
not true.
time and
False.
just like
You.
talks in the background. That's why everyone's always like, Joe, you should fire David.
Joe, that was last season. This season, I've been golden.
Golden Star. Golden.
See? Boom.
Yeah.
What else is going? There's a fight tonight.
Conor McGregor versus
Ooh, yeah.
Floyd
Versus.
Floyd
Irishman
Mayweather.
versus
But by-
45 guy.
By
who
the
has a
time-
lot
No,
of
he has
experience in
49
boxing.
wins and he's never lost.
Yeah.
And if he wins
yeah,
tonight, he has
Justin
50.
told me that.
But by
yeah.
the time they listen to this, it'll be over, and they'll.
Yeah, so let's take bets. Who
Guys,
do
that
you
was a
think-
crazy game.
Man, wild.
What a match.
Guys, what a match that was.
That was insane. I knew he was going to win.
You
I
know
knew
what?
from the beginning.
I did too.
Right
And-
after the first bell.
First bell, I knew he was going to win, and he won. Now, what if they tie?
Both
They
guys
are
stuck
killed.
in till
That
the
would be
end
interesting.
of whenever the last part was.
Man, that punch was so
That one
Hard.
punch was crazy.
Man.
And then that
so
dodge
lost.
at that other time when he missed the
fight-
punch.
The
dang.
fight was
The
incredible.
crowd was going
All
wild.
right, you know how like you have a joke and then you just milk it
I
for
re-
like 10
milk it like a cow.
minutes.
Yeah, should we do that?
No.
Oh, okay. I have another. So who do you guys think is gonna win?
I hope
45
I
guy.
hope Connor's going to
45
win.
guy that had 49.
Why do you keep calling him 45 guy? I think you mean 49 guy.
He was 45 years old because it's really old.
He's 40
Somebody
years
told
old.
me.
Oh, he is.
He's
Yeah.
Dang. he
Somebody
is
I
told
believe
me
Floyd is
he's
40.
45.
Gracious.
You know, let's check
How
this.
old is
David,
Mr.
fact
Connor?
checker.
No,
Your phone
I'm the
right
But
there.
fact
the thing
checker.
is that he's like old guy, but he has a lot of experiences and he had
David's mouth
never,
is full
like,
of food.
The
Full
other
of
guy
food.
has never like boxed, so I don't think he would win.
Floyd
Like, it's not-
Mayweather is 40 years old.
Floyd
Well, I
Merriweather Post
meant
Pavilion.
40 when I said 45.
Oh.
That makes sense.
I feel like the safest thing. I mean, I really don't know who's gonna win. I feel like the safest bet is to say the money Merriweather's gonna win. But I really want
You gotta want
Conor McGregor to win.
Yeah, you
He's
gotta.
an animal.
You gotta want someone else, Dave. Or we're gonna kick you out.
Yeah. Get out of here.
There've already been a
Nobody
million threats
wants
kicking me out. So
Connor,
I'm just gonna
David.
kill you.
Nobody wants Connor, David.
what are you saying?
Nobody wants Connor, David. That's what I'm saying.
Conor David is the Irishman?
Connor David? No,
Connor McGregor. David is David.
Oh, my bad.
Hi.
Connor.
Oh, my
Connor,
goodness.
comma, David.
Natalie, tell us a little
Connor,
bit
come.
about what you're doing here. Why are you in the American states?
Okay, I
Yes.
came here because America is the greatest country. No, I'm kidding.
Praise.
here
Amen
all
to
that
this.
is
Because
holy.
you guys have more
America.
opportunities to work and all that stuff. And in my area of expertises, which is social communications, the audiovisual production part, which means like TV, radio, filmmaking. The most that I like is filmmaking. So I came here because I found an internship with some couple of the church that like they work with film stuff with companies and all the stuff, so they were pretty cool and they gave me the internship, and then I came here and I've been working for a month.
So you're gonna be like a world famous director of films one day?
Film.
I
You're
want to
gonna
be
be like
Can I
the
be in a film that
famous
you do?
director.
Yeah,
Yeah,
will you cast me?
Natalie Guerra.
Natalie Guerra.
Yes.
They're gonna be like, dude, Natalie Guerra always has those crazy twists at the end of her songs.
You're like the next
Wild
M.
Times.
Night Shyamalan.
Natalie
And-
War, because if you
Natalie War?
translate it, it's War, so I don't have to say Guerra.
Oh. What? Nathalie War?
Yeah.
That's how it's translated?
Yeah, my last name is translated
No
War.
wonder you're so angry all the time.
Dude, I'm not angry all the time.
She's always just hitting people.
Well,
Whoa.
always hitting people. That's true.
What the-
It's dangerous.
It's true. You're hitting
Guys,
people.
I
Watch
love
out,
you
folks.
all.
Watch
and
out,
I
folks.
Guys, if you
don't-
see her on the road,
Watch out.
don't let her hit you.
No.
Because she might.
Go to
You.
war.
Oh, my goodness.
Guys.
What else is up? David, tell us a little bit about Japan. Come on, my man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Expand.
Sayonara.
What was your favorite part of the trip? Like,
What was the
you
coolest thing that you saw?
wore a toga. Or
Oh, that's a
something.
good idea. Yeah, did you wear like a kimono or whatever those things are?
No.
Kimono.
Kimono.
Yeah.
One of the best parts was the bathhouses.
No, that sounds wild.
Hold
The
on.
what?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Is this a
Here's
lie?
something interesting. No.
So why were they
What?
fun, David?
Why? Did you get like naked?
Yeah.
Were there other
Oh,
people in
boy.
there?
Yeah.
Like fat old people like in TV shows and stuff?
No one's really fat there. America's fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
true.
So, okay,
That's
so
true.
were there old naked people in there with you?
Yeah.
Nice.
And
It was weird
doesn't it feel
for sure.
like
But then,
It was all chill, you know?
yeah. Like everyone was super chill. And it was
But
so
it was
relaxing
dark,
that it was like,
or-
this is okay.
it was dark or it was like light so you can see
Oh,
it?
they-
It was
people-
light.
It
I
was
mean, it
light
wasn't
and
like
you
everyone
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh, ew.
it wasn't like everyone was like flaunting everything. It was just like going about their business.
It's just
Everyone
nature,
walked by
you
him
know?
and then would like
It's just
be like
science.
No.
walking.
Ooh, that's a
False.
harsh.
It was especially after a long day of like traveling, like road trip or whatever, if it was hiking or something.
Yeah, being naked is the best thing.
And there it
Especially
is,
after a long
folks.
day. There's nothing better than just laying back with a bunch of old guys in a bathhouse. Man, what is
Stark
better
naked.
than that?
Yeah, definitely very weird at first, but very relaxing.
It's all good in the hood.
Very weird
Yeah,
at last.
Evan
as
feels
well.
me. Evan would understand.
I would understand.
Yeah,
I do enjoy a good soak.
yeah.
Ah. Evan, what are you up to? Tell the people what you're up to.
Well,
My man.
hopefully I've got one more semester before nursing school,
Nice.
so I've
Sweet.
just got to wait until I hear
Gonna
back
be a
from
man
them.
nurse.
I
hope.
have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you thinking of wedding or something like that?
No,
Wedding?
I have
Yeah.
not been invited to a wedding.
What do you mean?
Know,
Like, are you getting married or something
I am
soon?
not
What?
getting married.
Why do you
I
ask
don't know.
that?
Evan, are you getting married soon?
I think
You
Natalie
know,
wants
I'm
to be
not.
married to you.
I think that's the
I
case.
think Natalie. Well,
Help.
I don't know.
We should
Are you gonna
have.
talk in third person?
Folks, she has leapt up on the table. She is jumping at me.
Guys, we gotta get her down. She's about to hit him.
Oh my gosh,
Oh my
Natalie
God.
War.
She hit him.
I love you, Evan.
Thank you. I know. No weddings planned. No weddings planned in the
Y'all
near
should have an
future.
on-air
I
wedding
have
right now.
An honorary wedding.
On
Joe,
air.
can you be the priest?
No, he literally can't because he's not
Oh,
one.
because he's not.
We gather around to
you're
announce
getting married. You're
Evan
not the priest.
Malcolm and Natalie Guerra's wedding.
To all
Thank you
you
very
ear-
much for coming. You may now hug the bride because we know you both go to church and don't kiss.
To all you
Well
wearing
done,
headphones,
sir. Well
sorry your
done.
ears are bleeding.
Sorry about that,
Oh
everyone.
my gosh.
Oh boy, that hurt my head from over here. No, hopefully hopefully I'll get into nursing school and then I'll finish that and be out in the workplace.
Marrying the job, eh?
Marrying the job.
He's
That's
getting
right.
married
Marrying the
to the
work.
job.
I don't know why we keep talking about getting married. It's a little
Do
bit
you?
crazy.
Can you handle like not necessarily blood, but like deep scars and broken bones?
I can. I find it
cannot.
fascinating, actually. I find the human body fascinating.
What's the most
That's
interesting
why he likes
thing
the bathhouses.
What do you think the most interesting thing about the human body is, or
I
what you've
think-
learned in school?
I think blood vessels, because they're really cool to see. We dissected what was it? It was a hog. It was like a big pig, and we were just looking at all the different
When
blood
I was
vessels, and it's fantastic to see. I think, and the bones are cool too. We looked at some broken bones and stuff, but
See, I
nursing
can't
school's
handle
gonna
that.
be pretty cool.
But can you handle that death or something? Like, can you see people dying or something?
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't like
I mean,
you have.
it's
yeah.
not like inconsequential.
I didn't like it. Doesn't frustrate you or something.
Oh, I'm sure it will be extremely frustrating. I'm trying to go into pediatric oncology.
You've never seen someone dying. Still.
I have.
Okay, and
Yeah.
it's like, at least like you can work with it.
I don't
like,
think
you
I've
try
seen
it.
someone like Well, I mean, I guess I've seen videos of people die. So yeah, I guess. And then I've seen like dead bodies at like things, but I've never actually like seen someone die in front of me. I don't think.
I saw once like crash or something in the highway in
Yeah.
VR, and there was this guy and he crashed and he was like convulsionating and all the stuff just behind.
Convulsing?
Convulsing, my bad. And it was like so sad. Like
Dang.
yeah,
That's rough.
Like
Yeah, that sucks.
seeing that is like really rough. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to do pediatric oncology, and so that's it's a rough field.
What does oncology mean?
Cancer treatment.
For
children.
That is a rough field.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have a lot of well, just gotta be really tough with that job, I guess.
Mhm.
Gotta be real tough.
Speaking of
That's
segues,
cool.
let's play the one-word association game.
Excuse me. We were just talking about
One
children
word
dying.
association.
All right. Segways.
Not-
Are we associating?
You're talking
segue?
about like the story with everyone says one
Yeah,
word.
not association.
One word
one-word
story,
story
game. Sure,
game.
let's do it.
All right.
One more story.
All right, so we're all gonna go around and we'll go this way and you'll get it.
Okay.
We'll go clockwise. Ready? There.
Once.
Was.
Dinosaur.
Melon. It was a dinosaur melon.
Period. The.
Dinosaur.
Melon.
Once.
8.
A burger. A hamburger.
Okay, so there once was a dinosaur melon. The dinosaur melon once ate a hamburger.
That was-
Period.
The worst.
Then
I.
Cry.
About
myself.
Every.
Body.
This is
I
like
don't
when
think
you
you
press
have
the
to just guess
associated
here.
words on your phone a million times.
There
and
once
it
was
just
a
makes
dinosaur melon.
gibberish.
The dinosaur melon once ate a hamburger. I cried about everybody.
No. I cried
Yeah.
about myself. Everybody.
Yeah. I cried about myself, comma.
Oh my
Everybody.
god.
Everybody
I couldn't remember.
cries.
with
Me.
The end. All right,
That
I got a
was-
better game.
Okay.
This one's for Evan and David.
All right.
I'm going to give you 3 prompts, and you have to make a movie out of them. Okay, you ready? And when I say next, so I'm going to say go, and David's going to start talking. And then when I say next, Evan's going to continue the said story. And when I say next again, David, you're going to keep going. Now let me think of 3 prompts.
Oh, dear.
I need to find some.
Here, Evan, you start.
I will start.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Your first prompt is
Yes?
Do you hear that?
I'm waiting.
Okay. There was music upstairs. All right. Your first prompt is you're fine. You can move. It's not. Your first prompt is let's stay with dinosaurs.
Okay.
Your second prompt
Oh my gosh.
is
Suspense.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay.
Third prompt is.
And your third prompt is Hogwarts.
Okay.
All right, ready?
I think
Set. And
I'm starting.
you're gonna be timed. I'm gonna give you 1 minute.
What?
Natalie, start the timer. 1 minute.
Okay.
All right, ready?
1
This is
minute
gonna be great.
each?
No, you're gonna have 1 minute overall, and then at the end you're gonna have to name the movie. But you can that's after the timer limit. All right, ready?
Go.
Oh, okay, go.
In the next segment of the Fantastic Beasts film series, they start at Hogwarts, and the main character.
Next.
It is played by Leonardo DiCaprio. And Leonardo goes into the Forbidden Forest in search of...
Next.
In search of many magical creatures, of course. And as we all know, magical creatures can sometimes include...
Next.
dinosaurs.
Oh yeah.
Now, these dinosaurs, they weren't just any normal dinosaurs.
Next.
A lot of them had extremely interesting physical
Next.
quality.
Such as wings and teeth.
Next.
But also,
Teeth actually were they were magical in that they could kill dragons. They were dragon
Next.
slayers.
and the dragons were so
Next.
fearful.
That they fled into the mountains and the dinosaurs chased them. So Leonardo DiCaprio
Next.
Hired the giants who lived in the mountains to capture.
Next.
the dragons to bait the dinosaurs. So the dinosaurs, with their dragon-killing teeth,
Next.
They would try to find these dragons and just
Next.
and rip them to smithereens, rip them to shreds.
All right, I think you're out of time.
Oh no,
Dude,
man, we were getting
that
it was just getting
Dang, that was
good.
We're
good.
getting-
What is that movie called?
That movie is called Leonardo DiCaprio and the Search for the Dragonosaurus Rex. That's horrible.
the greatest.
Wait, so Leonardo DiCaprio?
No,
is
it's Leonardo
plays
DiCaprio
Leonardo
in
Oh.
Fantastic Beasts Battle.
By Leonardo DiCaprio.
It's out.
Fantastic Beasts: Battle of the Mountains.
Battle of the Mountains.
Dang.
The great,
That's wild.
the magical Battle of the Mountains.
And Leonardo DiCaprio is just running around like in The Revenant, and he's like,
He's just so he's just introduced and is only in like the first 10 minutes, seriously,
Well, no,
and then the dragons go off, and then he just runs
the
around
whole
in the
time
woods
he's
the whole time.
chasing down the dinosaurs,
Oh,
and he just finds their tracks, and then they run into the mountains, and he's running after them.
Dude, we should do that movie.
You can direct
you
it.
should direct it.
Yeah, dude,
You
of
should.
course.
That would be amazing. That'd
That
be
was great.
so good.
That was
really
pretty
good.
good.
Give me the script.
All right, now
I
it's
do
Joe
it.
and Natalie's
All right,
turn.
me and Natalie's turn.
No, wait, no.
We can do it.
Your
This is gonna be
prompts
I don't
are
have the
Yeah, think
ability.
of faster prompts than I did.
I don't have the ability of doing this.
You can do it. We'll do it.
You have a minute and a half.
your prompts
I will tell
are
you.
Lemonade, Ted Cruz.
I don't know who's Ted Cruz.
Dang
It's
it.
okay.
He
It's
ate
okay.
my son.
It's okay. No, and
He's a politician.
Oh, this man ate my son. Like that.
oh my gosh, Lemonade, Ted Cruz, and Kenya.
Okay.
Okay, we
Wait,
actually
Ted
gave you
Cruz
a
and
minute,
Kenya?
30 seconds.
Kenya,
So give
yeah.
us a minute.
Kenya.
there.
A person, place, and thing.
Ted Cruz, Lemonade, and Kenya.
Ready?
Yeah.
3,
Two.
2,
I'll go
start.
first.
3,
Okay.
2, 1, go.
All right, so Ted Cruz has this brilliant idea to start a lemonade stand in Kenya because they've never heard of lemonade.
Next.
But in Kenya, there are no lemons, so it was so hard for Ted Cruz to start a lemonade in Kenya.
Next.
So he hires one of his best pals, Johnny Depp. He says, Johnny, I need you to bury some lemon seeds in Kenya. And
Next.
But he has to go to United States to Kenya to bring the lemonades. And we don't have any airplanes
Next.
in Kenya.
we don't have any airplanes in Kenya because the Kenyans don't know how to use wood
boy.
yet.
Oh no.
Oh, my. Are airplanes made of wood? Oh, keep going.
And so Ted goes to
Next.
To Kenya, he goes to Kenya, but he have a crash accident, so he cannot start the lemonade stuff. But he's thought
Next.
about
So then that brings this whole new epidemic into Ted having to live off of his own lemonade as Johnny doesn't know that he's still alive and is planting lemon trees in Kenya, hoping that Ted's going to show up. And he's supposed to show up in like the next day.
Next. Last one. Wrap it up.
But oh my gosh, I can't. No.
You're a director. You
That's
can do
Ted's
this.
last
that's-
line.
Okay, then Johnny Depp comes to Kenya and
Johnny
he have
Depp.
another crash accident. It wasn't Johnny Depp. Oh my gosh, he have another crash accident, and they both died at the same time.
And Ted's
The
in
end.
love with, yeah.
And that's the wrap. Man, that's a
That was
little bit
insane.
depressing, but the M. Night Shyamalan twist is definitely there.
This is a double twist.
It's a
Crash
double
both
twist.
times.
There's a crash.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh no, how's he going to get out of this? Johnny Depp comes to the rescue with his lemon seeds. Boom.
Crashed
Down goes the
again.
flame.
They both die.
And the
They both
Kenyans
die.
eat their bodies.
No,
you-
the Kenyans can't get to them
The
because they
editor's
crash
cut.
on an island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Oh, come on.
And then
the,
that's how
That's
Lost
an
begins.
the sharks
And that's
ate
how
them.
Madagascar
Madagascar
Lost
5.
begins.
The
Escape
sharks
from
ate them,
Ted Cruz
ate them, and
starts.
put them in the sea.
So what is the title of this movie?
Can you give me some lemonade?
Whoa, that's good.
And the credit song is Beyonce's song, Lemonade.
I don't. Does she actually have a song called Lemonade?
Yeah, isn't that like her?
It's
Lemonade.
the record name.
I thought it was. I don't know enough about music. I just listen to Hans Zimmer. So let's see, Joe. What
How
have you been up
dare
to?
you?
here, bud?
What have I been up to? Doing a lot. I started my
Secret
own podcast.
projects in the work, but we can't talk about it yet.
I'm gonna broadcast let you guys know, you listeners, you 7 listeners, about my other podcast that I started on an app called Anchor. And it's a free app, and you can make podcasts on your phone, and it's really cool, and I think it's going to catch on really fast. And so I made my own one, and it's not long. It's like 10, 15 minutes. And we're just going to talk about anything and everything when I'm on my way home from work. I just, think of something that I've been thinking about that day, and then I talk about it. So
Thanks for the plug.
Yeah, so for my first episode, I talked about people bringing their small kids into public places when their kids are screaming and crying. And I talked about
I love
constructive
kids.
criticism
I don't know why you
and
hate them.
Yelp. And I also give a music recommendation. First one was a metal music. Thank you for shaking your ice, David. The first one was a metal music. First one was a metal
Music.
music recommendation. Thank you, David.
I have a question. Do you have any topic for your podcast?
Nope.
Or you just daily life or something?
It's just whatever we want to do.
It's pretty cool.
You know.
Okay.
What do you guys think about bringing kids into public places? Okay, let me set the scene up.
What the
Let me
heck?
scene
You
up.
wanna keep
Sorry.
them in a jail?
That's a weird question.
Sorry.
Keep
Let me
it
set the
going.
scene
I
up.
was like-
Woman walks into my store the other day. She has 2 kids, probably 1 and 2 years old. They're screaming and crying and yelling and jumping up and down. And of course, no one really cares because she's just sitting in line. She's going to get her drink and leave. But then she gets her drink, and instead of leaving with said drink with her screaming, crying kids, she decided to sit in the store and take her time drinking the drink while her kids were screaming and crying. And I was thinking, hey, if you got screaming and crying kids and you don't necessarily need to stay in a place, you're not in a plane, then maybe it's time to, just
Leave.
roll
Yeah.
out. Because everyone else, especially in a coffee shop, is there to do work and have some peace and
Except for
quiet.
Joe and Ben.
Except for Joe Veers and Ben Somerville. Ben Somerville has been on this podcast before. Shout out to
Episode 1.
episode 1, season 1.
Well, yeah, I think
I don't know. It was kind of annoying.
every situation is different. I think. But
yeah.
was she making an effort to address them or no?
No.
I agree with you then.
Then that's poor parenting. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty bad parenting. And I was kind of just like, hey, if the mindset ever goes into your head that people are looking at me because my kids are screaming, then maybe you should take your kids out of that place. But I think it's
Well,
Would
you
a
just address
mindset
their
ever not be
attitudes.
from a head?
It's
What?
of the heart. I got what he's saying.
no, but
No, I
it's
did too,
different
but
than
he just
if
said
you're
it
in a plane. If you're in a
funnily.
plane, you can't leave.
You're trapped in a
You're trapped in a plane, so it's
cylinder
there's
in the
nothing
sky.
you can do. But
yeah,
if
but you at
That's
least try,
insane.
try to
Yeah,
make them
yeah,
feel
you should
better
try.
or
But
something.
if you're in a coffee shop and you don't have to stay around a lot of public people if your kids are screaming, and you have a home where your kids can scream as freely as they want to, then hey, maybe you should take them home.
What if she lives in a coffee shop? Never thought about
What
that.
if she lives in my coffee shop?
Oh my gosh.
That would be
Anyways, I think if she's not making an effort to address the children, then yeah, that's kind of a
hit or miss area.
pretty poor move, I'd say. I think if she is making an effort to address them and there's something wrong with them, perhaps they are in a lot of pain, then she needs to address that.
That's true.
But you never know. Maybe it wasn't her best day.
Were they
Maybe she had,
bleeding
a really
everywhere?
bad
Maybe.
day,
Joe?
bad day,
Were they?
like,
Were
I
the
don't
kids
know.
in
They
a
were
lot of
not
pain?
bleeding.
Did they have any broken
They were
bones?
crying because she wouldn't buy them a bag of popcorn
Ah.
or something.
Oh, that is
One of
100%
those.
her fault if they're that young. Well, I don't know. I don't know anything about.
Don't have
Bad.
kids if you're not going to take care of them.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
100% agree with that.
Well, no, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Man, Dave.
Well, you can't have kids to make them slaves.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
You know,
All right,
in
with that
America,
note-
we don't really do that.
With that note,
No, I'm kidding.
In America,
I
we
won't do that.
actually.
on that note, we're gonna
Wow,
end
they
this
don't do that.
thing.
Oh.
Are we done? All right.
We're gonna end this. You guys, thanks for listening. Evan, Natalie, thanks for being here.
Thanks
it
for
was a
having
lot
me
of
on
fun.
here.
Follow the
We've been-
Bizarre
we've been
podcast
trying to do this
at
for a while.
David Keeler. No, David_Keeler.
But you're still wrong. You're saying follow the Bizarre Podcast at David_Keeler.
Exactly.
I don't think that's how it works. Yeah, thanks for coming on, guys. I hope that social communications goes well
Wow.
in school, and I hope that nursing takes off, and that people
hope so
aren't
too.
like, I'd rather have a woman nurse than this creepy man nurse.
I'm not a creepy man nurse.
Well,
Kinda.
not yet.
I won't be.
Yeah,
I'll
I
be
know.
able to lift 360.
We're gonna go watch this fight,
Like my
and to
sister-in-law
people
could
that are
not.
listening, man, it was a wild fight.
That was crazy.
It was crazy times.
So worth it.
Great time. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Every time I look around, it's in my face.